I need some music. Good.
Understand, 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 understand the concept of love. Understand, 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 understand the concept of love. Understand, 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 understand the concept
for him.
What is love? What is free love? What is free boy? What is boy? What is girl? What is free girl? What is love is free. Love is free. Love is free. Love is free.
Ready to kick some ass.
Free love with two tame for him. Free love with two tame for him. Free love with two tame for him. Tame for him. Free love with two tame for him. Free love with two tame for him. Free love free with two with tame for him. Tame for him.
Understand the thing, understand the concept, the concept, the understand the thing, understand the concept, the concept, the understand the thing, understand the concept, the concept, the understand the thing, understand the concept, the concept, the understand the concept of love. Understand the concept of love. Understand the concept of love. Love, 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 love.
Free love with two tame for him. Tame for him. Tame for him. Free love with two tame for him.
What is love? What is free love? Love is free. Love is free. Free, 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 free.
Welcome to the stream! Oops, I didn't mean the words out. What's going on, everyone? What's going on? Hope everyone's having a fantastic, fantabulous day. Oh my god, it's disturbed. Holy. Get you a shout out, good sir.
You're breathtaking.
Hope all disturbed. Oh no, why am I not hearing that? Oh, because I didn't. I'm hearing that now. Working, but here to add your numbers. Thank you. Thank you. I didn't. Let me just make sure that's working. I had to. I'm really late because one, I had errands to do, and then stupidly Elgato had an update, a mandatory update, and so whenever it updates, as I mentioned before in a previous stream, it ruins like a good portion of my audio, and so I have to go through and fix all my audio. This time I made sure that everything was set up properly before I started, although I didn't. One thing, I'm just gonna do one more shout to make sure.
You're breathtaking.
Okay, I can hear it. Cool. Okay, cool. I've got one more thing, but that was just on my end, so now I'm hearing everything. We're good to go. All right, so on today's agenda, we are going to continue working on the Zelda piece. I just said screw it. We're gonna work on that, especially since like it's gonna be a slightly shorter stream today since I'm starting really late. It is what it is. Oh, I gotta fix Tana. Oops, Tana's all goofed. That happens to her sometimes, unfortunately. And all I can do is just go in and manually fix. There we go. Boom. Tana has been fixed. Oops, no, that's wrong. That's the wrong one. Oops. Hey now. There we go. Alright, cool. So we're gonna be working on this again, as always. Ooh, Eevee's all up. Why are you in October? Eevee's not in October. There we go. Eevee and Charizard has been fixed. Alright, why am I not... Thought I fixed this. Did I not? I guess I didn't. Oops. Yeah, we're also going to be talking about Kingdom Hearts. Something I think about me to talk about yesterday, but then I was like, nah, never mind. I just want to get to drawing. But you know what? There's a video that Cynical over at the Gamers Joint, or Jared, has posted, and I wanted to just earlier today going over the big leak, and I think this is somewhat credible, and I have my own opinions on top of what I watched like maybe half of the video, but I was also like kind of just listening, not rewatching, but listening while I was like getting ready. So we're gonna just watch it. I'm going to be giving my own thoughts on what has been said, all the points through the leak. Potential leak, not actual like, but just like what's supposed to be happening, whatever, going over stuff like that. So it's kind of like a leak, I guess, in a way, but not so much. It's all like, it's more so like information that you wouldn't normally. It's more like rumors than actual leak. It's like a rumored leak, I guess, right? I guess you want to call it that. Go. Alright, so real quick, let's get into our house cleaning. So if you're not following me on any socials, any other platforms, you can use that link right there. They'll get you over to everything. They'll get you over to all the, X and Instagram, whatnot. If you are not following me on YouTube and or Twitch, because I am streaming to both platforms. So if you are on one platform and you want to follow me on the other, or subscribe, you can go ahead and use that link to kind of then navigate you over to the other channel. And what else? And also otherwise, Patreon, Kofi, link to the Discord. Also, this stream is sponsored by Dubby. So you can use this link right here for get 10% off. I completely failed to mention them other than just having the normal during break ad in-stream ad. But yeah, so you can use that link at 10% off your W order. And we'll have more information on that during the break. I want to thank W for sponsoring the stream as always. Okay, so we're going to start with the Kingdom Hearts stuff. I'm going to be drawing the Zelda piece while talking about this. Give me a second to set that up. How did I fix that? Hold on. Why aren't you working? Oh, you know what? I think it is working. It's just, I know what. I know what's up. Forgot. I need to... I was like, why isn't it working? And I forgot that I need to set the capture. All right. So, this is going to be a video from Cynical, from the Gamers Joint. I will have a link to the video in the description below. Like, again, this is going to be on YouTube. So if you're live, want to say hi to YouTube, go ahead and do so. Yeah, this is going to be about the Kingdom Hearts 4 development leak, per the title of the video here. And going to be discussing the leak that came out recently from a person that was then banned or whatever off of the forum where he posted from. Oops, wrong video, wrong one. Oops. Do I not have a? Oh, that was happening. Okay, sorry, I was getting confused. So where was I? Yes. So yeah. So this is gonna be a leak, basically like a rumor leak or whatever, from someone who posted on a forum who then got banned due to, I guess, false information or something like that. But it possibly wasn't even false information. It could actually be real, legitimate information, and that's probably why they get banned. We'll never know, whatever the real reason. And everything that is talked about in this video, take with a huge grain of salt, because it literally could be false information. It could just be people making shit up. It is, we've gone, us here in the Kingdom Hearts fan have gone years now at this point with like no information, no news, and like we have gotten some news here and there, like a little slither of things, and you know, reference back to the last time I spoke on Kingdom Hearts, I was pretty upset. So that's how much of a struggle it's been for getting Kingdom Hearts news, anything new. We were supposed to even have like a new game out by now. It was a mobile game, Missing Link, and that got canceled, never released. So yeah, it's just been been an old deal. So yeah, definitely go ahead and check out the video after, you know, this video, and for people live, I'll have a link to the video here after the video, and I'll just be sitting here drawing, working on my Zelda piece while so I'll be like kind of stopping a lot. I have a lot to say on this stuff. I'm sorry, without further ado, let's go ahead and watch the video. Oh, let me stop that music.
Alright guys, welcome back to another one.
Oh, hold on. Oops. I thought I muted.
So we're going to be weighing in
Okay.
on the King.
Okay, let's start over. Sorry. I didn't realize that was not.
Alright guys, welcome back to another one. So we're going to be weighing in on the Kingdom Hearts 4 big development leak that dropped, 3 days ago. Originally I was going to skip over this, mainly because looking at how in-depth and detailed this is, it is
That's
an
pretty detailed.
incredibly long write-up, a massive claim, like a huge claim. Generally, when you see something like this large, it's kind of like, alright, bro's jaw is a little bit loose, and he's got a very wild imagination. The creativity juices are running strong with him, but his ancestors were most definitely swindlers. However, this post has definitely caused like quite a bit of noise, quite a bit of attention over the past few days, and as it generally does when it comes to Kingdom Hearts, we've had a lot of different supposed leaks to do with Kingdom Hearts over the past few years. The most recent one was the Kingdom Hearts 1 remake, which I actually personally managed to debunk myself. Obviously, we're in a timeline right now where shit is incredibly dry, so even if someone is just yapping the yap, it definitely does drag in a lot of attention because people just want to know, like, what's going on. And apparently that's supposed to be the purpose of this post, breaking the Kingdom Hearts silence because Square doesn't know when they will. The claim here is that all information that has been listed was provided to this person on behalf of a former colleague who I am very close with outside of work. This person has lived in Japan since early 2019 and began working at Square Enix's Osaka headquarters in 2020. It is the good old-fashioned my uncle works at Nintendo. Now, what's important to know about this is the Reset Era moderators have deemed this person as being a troll account, and they have also been permanently banned. The account name is Veilcade, and it was created only a few days ago on Saturday, so it was created for the purpose of creating this post. So there's definitely 1,000,006 red flags going on right here, but something I like to keep in mind is, out of all of the leaks that do come out to do with Kingdom Hearts, I think to myself that eventually one of them is going to be true, but it's going to be a situation of the boy who cries wolf, right? Where it'll be the one post that we end up overseeing and not believing that actually turns out to be true. Not saying that this is true, it really honestly does point towards being fake. I do want to mention this though, just because someone is banned on a forum isn't to say that what they are claiming is fake. This more so means that they were unable to provide a moderator with irrefutable evidence to prove that their claim is legit.
This
However,
is basically what I was saying
these
earlier
products do
about how
provide
like
for some
it's a
interesting
possibility that this
discussion.
might be true,
I actually
and
do think there's
they're saying
some,
it was
pretty cool
banned for being
ideas
troll
in there,
account,
but there's
but
also a lot of
that
like,
could just
what the
be like
fuck
a
are you thinking? But I thought
umbrella
we'd talk
or
about
like
this
a blanket
nonetheless. So
term
apparently
for
Kingdom
why
Hearts
it
4
actually got banned.
was originally planned to release in 2026, but was delayed to Q3 of 2027 to ensure its quality. Development is apparently going smoothly, however Square are currently unsure when they'll reveal the next trailer. The marketing department is currently deciding between D23 or Tokyo Game Show. Now I genuinely do believe that Kingdom Hearts 4 has been delayed internally. It's probably something we'll never officially know about, but I do believe that because it's very likely that KH4 began its development at the beginning of 2020. With everything that's going on with Square Enix right now due to the whole business reform that they are currently going through, there have been other projects that have taken prioritization over Kingdom Hearts 4. I'm more led to believe that it's more of a reshuffling of Square Enix's release pipeline rather than like hard development issues that the Kingdom Hearts team is having with the game. But when you start
That's what I'm thinking too. That I think that the game just, this is based off of my like game developer knowledge, as I am a game developer. And you know, I don't know what their actual pipeline is. I don't know what how they normally do things. It could be very different, but based on my limited knowledge as just as an indie developer, that and me going to school as well, that I would say it really depends on when they started working on 4. If they had started working on 4 right after 3, which would be about 2019, 2020-ish. I would say more so 2020 feels like a better. Then yes, this game should be about done. And it should be in the final stages or completely done. And if that's the case, then that would then line up with their whole restructuring, with their whole like trying to have Square Enix trying to have specific games come out at specific times, that this game would then get put on hold, and they're gonna wait until other games come out, so they don't kind of have games overlapping, and then have this come out at a later time when the studio itself is ready, when Square Enix themselves is ready to release it. And my theory then kind of leads into, they want to focus on they wanted to focus on other games first. They want to get Final Fantasy 7 Remake Part 3 out first, and then have this game come out after that at some point, which then makes sense for a quarter 2027 release. That makes sense to me. And if I'm right, if that is correct, then they need to be working on this game. They need to be polishing the hell out of this game. Like, making any changes, improving things. That's what I mean. Like, just polish the hell out of it. If the game is done and just waiting for a release, because they've done this before too. Like, and this isn't like uncommon. They do it in the movie industry, right? And the TV and stuff. Disney did this with. It's funny how I'm talking about Disney. Disney did this with what was it? Ironheart. Ironheart, they got done and then didn't release it until, I want to say, what was it, like 3 years later? Came out last year, and they got it done, and it should have been released 2022, 2023. I think that was the original kind of, I could be wrong, don't quote me on that, but it was supposed to come out like a couple years before it actually came out. And I think it was because of the pandemic is why they held off on it. But it's the same. It could be the same thing here. They got it done, and the studio's like, well, we're not ready to hand it out to people, so we're just gonna hold off on it, and then in the meantime, maybe start working on the next game, or even maybe even try and improve for the game while we're waiting to release it. And or
to go more than 3 to 4 years from the announcement of a game without actually saying anything, that highly suggests that there has been some form of a delay. Takashi Kiryu, the Square Enix president, decided to focus Kingdom Hearts hard internally in early 2025, providing the team with even more manpower. Apparently, cancelling Missing Link and getting the franchise away from mobile titles was something he believed was necessary to bring Kingdom Hearts forward to the current generation of gaming and stabilize the series' release schedule. I highly doubt this, but let's say for a second that it was Takashi Kiryu's decision to move Kingdom Hearts away from the mobile gacha live service environment. If so, that is incredibly base. And while we haven't seen the fruits of Takashi Kiryu's new leadership, and probably won't for a little while, it would be this singular decision right here which would garner my utmost respect towards him. But I highly doubt this, only because Square Enix's mobile department,
I kind of hope that too, to be honest.
wants money, and I don't think the cancellation of Missing Link was to just primarily focus all of at least the Kingdom Hearts team's manpower into Kingdom Hearts 4. I personally believe that the higher-ups and Takashi Kiryu deemed Missing Link as being a game that would ultimately not be profitable, mainly because at its core it is a GPS game and there is a very high ceiling for investment towards developing new content for the type of game that Missing Link was trying to be. I think they saw that while launch would probably end up being quite successful for hardcore Kingdom Hearts fans looking at long-term sustainability, like what was mentioned in the official announcement of the cancellation, would be incredibly hard for the team, and that interest would probably end up dropping off after about 6 months. The Disney worlds are more expansive than any other game before it, focusing heavily on cinematic spectacle and exploration even more than Kingdom Hearts 3. Quadratum is where a large portion of the game's story is spent and is bigger than all of the other Disney worlds. Apparently, making these worlds super expansive is what is taking up a large chunk of the development period of Kingdom Hearts 4 and what most of the team are currently working on. This is certainly not a hard thing to just pull out of thin air and then like slap into a claim, right? Because I think that like most people expect that Kingdom Hearts 4's worlds are going to be a little bit more expansive in comparison to Kingdom Hearts.
That would be
3's.
nice, especially
And
since
also
they're using
considering that if you
Unreal
look
5.
at the worlds of KH3, it was the first time that Osaka team were developing much more wide open spaces with a lot of verticality. So obviously they're going to take that experience from KH3 and apply that into the environment of Kingdom Hearts 4, but likely go a little bit further this time. I do hope that there is further emphasis on exploration when looking at the playable spaces of Kingdom Hearts 4. It was certainly there in KH3, and that was quite refreshing, as I hadn't felt a sort of sense of exploration within a Kingdom Hearts game probably since Kingdom Hearts 1. And also, Quadratum...
I will say that I did like how we were able to explore a lot of like the Pirates of the Caribbean world. And they also kind of kept it like, they kept it optional too. Like you didn't actually have to go around and explore was more of a completionist thing. You were definitely in that world for a while, and you were definitely going through the story and doing a little bit of exploring. But when it came to like exploring the entire world, they left it up to you. You didn't have to. So that was really nice. I think it was cool. And plus, like I love that they made the Pirates world pretty much just a it was kind of like Assassin's Creed Black Flag world. I pretty much like that. That was cool. Yeah, anyways. But yeah, so and yeah, other than that, although I kind of wish that we could explore more of the non-Disney worlds. There's a lot of like Kingdom Hearts exclusive worlds that you were there, and there wasn't a lot of like exploring. It was literally locked off, or even like you can't even go to Disney Islands. Disney Islands is in the game, but you can't even go there. It's only exists in cutscenes. So I didn't like that, but
is going to be where a large portion of the game's story is going to take place. Again, another very easy claim to make because it's expected. As Tetsuya Nomura has mentioned, Quadratum is going to be this base of operations that you're going to continue to come back to. You'll go out to a world and then return to Quadratum. It's likely going to act exactly like Traverse Town in Kingdom Hearts 1 or Hollow Bastion Radiant Garden in Kingdom Hearts 2. You'll have the beginning section with a lot of intro story beats happening there, a midway section, and then an end section. Disney approved Square Enix's usage of other properties such as Marvel and Star Wars within Kingdom Hearts years ago. This is what Nomura was referring to at the Second Breath concert back in 2023. So in 2023, Nomura stepped onto stage and publicly announced that something, and these are his words, mostly, something occurred during the Kingdom Hearts 20th anniversary event that changed the course of direction for the Kingdom Hearts franchise. Something like that. I'll put the actual post up on screen, and we've been very curious to know exactly what this is. We've come up with all kinds of different theories and thoughts
for a
as
long
to
time.
what possibly Tetsuya Nomura was referring to in that given moment. Most of us sort of lean towards like some type of development issues, but then why would he announce this publicly? The claim here is that this was in reference to apparently Square being allowed to use both Marvel and Star Wars. To be honest, like, yeah, totally could be. He may have been dropping a little tease or hint referring to the fact that there are going to be outer Disney properties that will now be included into Kingdom Hearts, because as we know at this point, Star Wars is basically soft confirmed for the game. Please don't put Marvel in though, and if Marvel does get in, like, just make it a simple cameo or like a reference or an Easter egg or an item or something. Build system as well as...
Yeah, because I don't know... We technically have seen a Marvel property in a way in Kingdom Hearts. That in Kingdom Hearts 3 we had Big Hero 6. So if they were to do Marvel, which I'm really against, because I just don't see how it would work. I mean, if they can figure out how to make it work, then okay, cool, awesome. You figure something out that I couldn't. But like, I just don't see how it would work. But yeah, so I just kind of I'm with Jared on this. That just leave it alone, leave it out, or just made a cameo if anything. I'm with that for sure.
The chain of bondings. Okay, so we don't know like what the keychain system for Sora is officially called, by the way. So this is something that has just been pulled out of the ass of someone or something. But the build system and the chain of bondings system faced a massive internal overhaul after a large batch of new staff were brought on in 2023. It's now greatly expanded from what it was originally planned to be, going far beyond anything previous entries have done with their combat. This is probably like the first real red flag here, right? If you're talking about the build system and how it's been expanded and da-da-da-da-da, like if you know that information, then you'd probably also know what the build system actually is, because right now we still don't know what the build mechanic is. It's a brand new mechanic, by the way, for those who are unaware, as part of the Kingdom Hearts 4 combat system, but we don't know what it does. The chain of bonding, so the keychain stuff, at this stage just looks like pretty much a different version of air stamp, right? We're going to be able to grapple different points of the level and pull ourselves using the chain. Hopefully we'll also be able to use this keychain in combat as well, grapple enemies to either pull ourselves towards them or for Sora to pull enemies towards himself. But yeah, this is the first red flag for me, because it's like, if you know about the build system, you'd probably know key details and you'd be talking about those key details. Instead, you're just like,
it's been greatly expanded upon what it was originally supposed to be.
Keyblade switching will return with extremely versatile combo potential. Okay. I do want that, by the way. That actually, like, if we can improve that, to fluidly and smoothly transition between Keyblades, and also, you know, kind of like keep combo data. It does work in Kingdom Hearts 3, but I feel like this is an area that could be improved upon, and that would be kind of cool. Reaction commands have been modified to work in tandem with Keyblade switching. Okay, and were designed to feel like a direct evolution of what reaction commands were in Kingdom Hearts 2. Again, this is a very basic claim, because it's like, obviously it's going to be, right? Like, if you bring back a system from a previous entry, it's obviously going to be some form of an evolution. Critical mode and data bosses are planned to be included at launch. I will believe it when I see it, but they're yet to be fully implemented into the current build. This is important though, like I don't think data bosses necessarily need to be in the game straight from the get-go, but if they are, that is awesome. Good job, Square Enix. But critical mode, there's no excuse. It should not be added in a few months later as an update. It needs to be a difficulty day one. Active party member switching was being considered, but ended up getting scrapped. So I believe that this is probably talking about how you can switch between playable characters. So you can like start playing, let's say you got Donald and Goofy, you can start playing as Donald, right? Or switch between your party members. This is a system I've always thought would be cool in Kingdom Hearts, but for a mainline entry, I don't know. I'm just fine to have Sora. A system like this I think would be cool to experiment with when looking at a subtitled entry. Many portions of the story not focusing specifically on Sora have been rearranged and cut. Riku is much more involved in the plot than originally planned, and he has multiple long stretches of playable segments. For me, this is a little bit of a toss-up, because on one hand I'm thinking like, alright, for my mainline Kingdom Hearts games, I always love those moments where you get to play as a different character. So those are cool, and yeah, I kind of want them to be a little bit longer, right? Because most of them are pretty short, unless we're looking at the Roxas prologue section. But that's fine, because that's the prologue. It doesn't kind of interrupt partway through the game where I'm trying to progress as one character. On the other hand, I kind of don't want long, additional playable character sections, because any of the progress of what I'm doing with this other character partway through the story has no progression on the main playable character, being that of Sora. Obviously, we're going to have additional playable characters in Kingdom Hearts 4, but I'm not sure if I want them to be long stretches of playable segments, right? At the very least, we know that Mickey is going to be playable in Kingdom Hearts 4, and rather than having long stretches, I would prefer if it was sort of divided into short bursts, where maybe you finish a world or two, you jump into the shoes of Mickey for like half an hour, 40 minutes, jump back to Sora, finish up another 2 worlds, and then jump back to Mickey. Final Fantasy characters do return, but have modernized designs very similar to Dissidia Julim's design. So in case you guys don't know, this is the new mobile version of Dissidia. All of the Final Fantasy characters that appear in that game have modern clothing, as they, similar to Sora in Quadratum, have been transported to Tokyo, Japan. I would absolutely expect that for...
I have played that game. It's okay. It's not bad. It's not like, it's not amazing or anything, but yeah.
Like, if Final Fantasy characters are going to come back for Kingdom Hearts, which high chance they are, especially due to the reception that Square Enix received for Kingdom Hearts 3, because of the lack of Final Fantasy characters, Nomura is aware that there is that want and pretty much that need to bring them back. And if they do come back, I can see that they will receive some alternate outfits or clothing to suit them being in Unreality Quadratum. Missing Link's cancellation was something that was being considered as early as late 2024, causing Nomura and the writing team to evaluate what elements from Missing Link's story would be the most important to include in Kingdom Hearts 4. Many of ML's key story elements will be presented through playable segments with Mickey, Ventus, Kairi, and 2 characters new to the series. I can see this exact thing happening, by the way. I think that a lot of what was originally going to be planned in Missing Link, or at least like the important story beats, the major big reveals that was going to come out of that game, will now be funneled into Kingdom Hearts 4, and where that will be displayed to us will be during the Mickey segments, as we know that when we jump into the shoes of Mickey in Kingdom Hearts 4, we'll be in Scala ad Kylam. Basically a shrine full of the ancient Keyblade history. So I think that, you know, Mickey will be discovering a lot of information to do with the past, even though Missing Link is deemed to be an unwritten error. So yeah, it's going to be kind of interesting to see how they tackle that whole thing. Square Enix thinking about cancelling Missing Link late 2024 honestly makes sense to me, even if this is Malagi. Personally, I feel as if they started to think about cancelling this game like earlier than that. Like, I'm saying like halfway through 2024. Because considering like how MIA the communication would go for Missing Link, considering the game had been in development since 2019, since the minute the game got revealed in 2022, kind of showed us signs like, yeah, it seems like there are like a numerous amount of delays and troubled development happening behind the scenes, and we were right the entire time. Kingdom Hearts 4 was originally planned to have an online system
it makes sense,
that,
right?
in a way, would have acted as a companion to Missing Link, allowing players to unlock special items such as summons, build gears, and keyblades by linking their Missing Link account and completing certain objectives within Missing Link. A multiplayer aspect to this system was also planned. After ML's cancellation, this online system was heavily reworked to not include any reference to Missing Link and almost acts as an entirely separate experience to Kingdom Hearts 4's main story. This definitely makes me doubt to have an integrated online component that is like that in depth. I personally, yeah, no, I don't think so. At the same time, too, though, we have to think that with Union Cross, I believe if you completed the classic Kingdom minigames via Union Cross, you'd get a code that you could redeem for Kingdom Hearts 3 that would allow you to obtain the Starlight Keyblade early. So they've done a very light version of this kind of thing, but this is like a full-blown, fully focused online component connecting the two games. And again, the leaker here is mentioning stuff that people have like no idea about, and so you would think that this person would elaborate on these specific things that they're mentioning. Build gears. Okay, so obviously that relates to the build system, and through this Missing Link component you'd be able to obtain build gears to use for the build mechanic. But if you know about build gears, then wouldn't you think you'd tell us more about build gears or the entire build system? Regarding other titles within the series, there are currently 2 games besides Kingdom Hearts 4 that are in development. A fully animated HD recap movie of the Union Cross and Dark Road mobile titles in the same vein as back cover was planned to release Q1 of 2027. It was ultimately decided that it would be bundled with Kingdom Hearts 4 to ensure that players know the necessary lore that will be vital for understanding Kingdom Hearts 4's story. There are also extra cutscenes that include lore originally meant to be revealed in Missing Link. So you're saying that Square Enix were going to release a Union Cross Dark Road movie, like not an HD remix where you've got like 2 games plus a movie, but they were simply just going to sell an animated Kingdom Hearts movie, just like back cover. Massive doubt. It's mentioned here that apparently this entire thing is going to be just straight up bundled into Kingdom Hearts 4. Look, I don't doubt at all that we'll receive a remake of Union Cross and that whole key era at some point, right? Considering that the game has been removed, the offline version, removed from different app stores. There's no way to officially access it anymore. I think that Kingdom Hearts 4 will certainly contain a recap of sorts, but to offer an entire movie with the quality of back cover, which it's 2026 now, so that quality would be even furthermore, with a runtime of something like an hour to an hour and a half, I just really doubt that. Again, I think there's going to be a recap thing, but I think it'll be more along the lines of Kingdom Hearts 3's memory archives, rather than like a full-blown back cover-esque movie. And apparently there is a side game focusing on Kairi in early development and will run parallel to Kingdom Hearts 4's story. A full remake of Kingdom Hearts 1 and Days was being considered for a time, but Nomura decided to put both on the back burner in order to push the Kingdom Hearts franchise forward into the Lost Master arc. I don't think we're ever going to see a 358 over 2 Days remake, so again, this to me just seems completely bogus. I think that, yeah, maybe one day we might see a remake of Kingdom Hearts 1, just knowing how much Square Enix seem to love remakes. But as much as, like, people want this, I just don't see Square Enix ever actually going back to any of the subtitled games and making a full-scale remake. I think at this stage, if Kingdom Hearts is ever going to get, I guess, back into the remake game, it will either be Kingdom Hearts 1, 2, or Union Cross. Sora, Riku, and Kairi are planned to come to Fortnite as skins. It was originally going to be released at the end of 2026,
What?
but was pushed back to be closer to Kingdom Hearts 4's
What's going on, Aldo?
Q3 2027
Yeah,
release.
just working
Now,
on
I would
some,
say that this
working
is
on that
all
while
just purely based on the Kingdom Hearts
going over
Fortnite
some
leak
Kingdom
that
Hearts
we
stuff.
got about like 3 or 4 months ago from a very real Fortnite leaker, Adira. And it turned out to be that Adira was actually a very real Epic employee, or more so, should I say, someone that was contracted to work at Epic. This means that, yeah,
Oh,
all
no, you're
of
good.
the leaks and things that Adira has said coming to Fortnite is 100% true. But what's important to keep in mind here is, now that this has happened, it's not to say that Acclaimed's collaboration will still happen. Now, a lot have, like Ben 10, Game of Thrones, etc. However, it's totally possible that Epic decided to pull the plug on some of this stuff that has still yet to be seen. I think that Kingdom Hearts will eventually come to Fortnite, just considering Disney's involvement with Epic and Fortnite. Q3 2027 release, that to me is insane. I'd love to see it. I'd love to see both Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3, as most of us are led to believe we're probably going to get that in either Q1 or Q2 of 2027. And then later on towards the end of the year, get Kingdom Hearts 4 as well. That would be insane. And who knows? Like, I don't know, maybe Square Enix coming out of their Reboot and Awakens phase want to, like, go big, go hard. A pretty epic way to do that would definitely be dropping 2 absolutely massive flagpole titles in the same year. But I highly doubt it. I think that at this stage we're looking at Kingdom Hearts 4 2028, Final Fantasy VII Remake Part 3 2027. The last portion here is saying that Nomura and the team are very aware of the doom and gloom mindset that's been going around within the Kingdom Hearts community. Nomura originally wanted to release a second batch of screenshots for the recent anniversary, but multiple other team members advised that it would be in bad taste towards the fans. Why?
Okay, whatever that means.
Who would think that would be bad taste? Like,
Kingdom Hearts
who?
is huge for
What?
sure, so we'll be working on it
Once
here.
the next trailer
Here's
is
a question: if
revealed
they,
later this year, bits of information.
here's a question: if they were making a Kingdom Hearts live action movie, would you want to watch it? Yes. Yes. Although no one's Square Enix, it won't be live action. It'll be animated. All the movies that Square Enix has made so far have been animated, like 3D. You know, super high quality, like highly detailed 3D. So it would be that. It wouldn't be live action. There was actually a TV show that they were going to make way back in the day, that was confirmed more recently, when the concept art and storyboards were thrown online. That obviously got canceled. We never got it. The story was really weird. It was definitely like they definitely took the game and turned it into a show, but they made a lot of changes, and I wasn't okay with the changes, so I'm kind of glad that we didn't get that show, because like I think I when it comes to like readapting like a game or whatever into a show or whatever, or a movie, it definitely, like, I'm okay with some changes, but it needs to keep that overall feel. It was hard to really tell if I think it looked like overall is keeping the overall feel of Kingdom Hearts, like especially Kingdom Hearts 1. But like, I don't know, I think it needs to be like, you need to have a fine mix of, like, obviously it's a movie. You're not gonna want to, if you were doing one for a video game, it's gonna be like a 4-hour, 5-hour movie. Definitely have to like cut some things out, make some changes here and there. But overall, I think it needs to be like the same story, and you can't change the way characters act and stuff. And that's what was gonna happen with the show, is they were gonna change like decisions and things like that for the characters. And I'm like, and the way that they act, I'm like, ugh, I'm not vibing with this. I'm glad it got canceled, but yeah, no, I feel animated would be better. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts live action produced by Kofi. His Kofi. Yeah, Disney would definitely be involved, and because it is technically Kingdom Hearts is owned by Disney. It's basically it's made by Square, owned by Disney. So, it's technically a Disney property.
Information are planned to be revealed much more consistently across multiple events. The 25th anniversary event is where the Union Cross Dark Road remake movie is supposed to be revealed. Nintendo Switch 2 native ports will be revealed here as well. So a trailer this year, a Q3 2027 release, and a Union Cross remake movie. Look, there's some fun ideas in here. There's also a few different red flags, but I think for the most part I actually agree with like most of what all of these paragraphs are kind of going over. These are definitely fun to chat about and to create some cool discussion. But as I was saying, I do think that one day a leak like this is going to come through, and a lot of us are going to doubt it. And it will turn out to be that the claim is very real. We're very quick to slap the doubt button, mainly because we've had so many of these over the years, and they never really turn out to be true. There's stuff that I've heard and other claims put out there that has yet to be proven to be false, and time will tell. But seeing these big leak claims popping up a little bit more commonly, a little bit more consistently, recently kind of tells me that, yeah, people are getting impatient. People are getting frustrated to the point where they're just creating their own information because fuck it.
Damn right we are. I'm sorry, the Disney live action are all a miss for me. Yeah, for the most part, same here. I would say so. I try to give them like a fair chance a lot of times, but a lot of times I'm just like, ugh. Ugh.
Square Enix ain't gonna do it, so I will. However, thought I'd at least acknowledge this, mainly because I was being asked to cover it, so those are my thoughts and opinions towards it. Leave yours in the comment section down below. Thank you guys so much for tuning into today's video. Be sure to slippity slap that like button, subscribe to keep up with everything going on here. A big shout out to my wonderful patrons and YouTube members. I hope you're all having a fantastic day, and we'll chat again real soon.
Alright. Well, that is... Nope, stop. Don't think about playing that.
In my opinion, the story...
Why are we playing this from this month ago? So that was,
Alright guys,
that was Cynical,
so
Jared over at the Gamers Joint. Definitely check him out. If you're watching the YouTube video, it'll be in the description below. And for people who are watching live, I'll post the link right now for you guys to check out. And people watching us on YouTube, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next video. All right. Actually, I probably should have closed that out with like some opinions on that. So yeah, this is, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt. And I think a lot of this holds some sort of truth. Maybe not 100%, but I think that there's some things like the development being put on hold. I think that this was and I think the whole thing with it being banned because of troll account, I think it was more like he's actually like, this is actually true and we need to get rid of this. Also with like expanding out the worlds, I think that that definitely should be. The chain thing as well, using the chain thing. That'd be really cool if they found a way to maybe make it better than what it was supposed to be, however it was supposed to be. But I think that that mechanic is gonna be real similar to like Kratos in God of War, like how you can use like because he's got his blades of chaos on the chain, so and you can use it to like whip people in. So I think like using that mechanic too in Kingdom Hearts would be really cool. And yeah, and I also agree with Jared that keep Marvel mostly out of it. I don't want to see Marvel. Star Wars I'm okay with. Star Wars works. Marvel not so much. But like I said, if they could find a way to make it work, sure. Everything else, yeah, I don't know. It's really so Also like having the Kingdom Hearts and the modern, that'd be really cool actually if they could bring over if they could bring over like the have the Kingdom Hearts characters show up in Quadratum, which is essentially just Tokyo. If they have the Final Fantasy characters over in that world as well, and we're in their to see a Julium designs, like they're kind of modern in real life designs, I think that would be pretty cool. And then I can show you guys. Fantasy. Cydia Duum. Am I gonna be able to find the designs here? Yeah, these designs. So if you can get like these designs for like the Final Fantasy characters in Kingdom Hearts 4, I think that'd be pretty cool. This is a cool game, by the way. I played this game. Pretty cool. I play every now and then. I don't play every day or anything like that, so alright, so right now, I've been working on FIFA. And as for yesterday, we were discussing. Well, I was like kind of discussing if I were to use input here, if I were to make her more ninja-like. Thank you. Make her more ninja-like. I decided to go with the mask, so she does not have the mask. I have the mouth there for like just reference as to where the mouth's gonna be for later. But that's just gonna be like, this is gonna be part of the shading, so I'm not gonna actually do a mouth for her. But it's there for so I know where the mouth is. But we're gonna work on Mifa for now, and probably work on Emperor afterward. Yeah, but so far, we have done. This is what we have. Oh, and this is what we got done so far. The line work. We got Zelda, Link, Garenia, the wings for the fairy. The fairy's gonna be mostly just like painted. So I decided just to draw the wings. And
This is a reminder to save your work now, for fuck's sake.
Thank you. Thank you for the reminder and the redeem. That'll remind me again later. Yeah, it's a great sound effect I found. I probably should have I'll probably keep that for a while, but I might change it to for it to be an actual text-to-speech sound or something. Have Tana say that. So probably something similar to. Hold on, I can do the. Let's do it sort of redeem.
Scott,
I mean,
you know what? He just left.
thank you for the lurk. You could technically already do it. You could already have Tana say this.
Ace Play and Draw just said, save your work for fuck's sake. Thanks for the redeem.
You could technically already have it, but. Freshen up. I'm gonna come back to the chain part. bring this in just a bit. Let's do a simple rotation. Give her a bracelet. Give her a chain bracelet too. I know I can do. Okay. Do it myself. Probably read our over this, but. Maybe it was a princess, so it's like I gotta make her look bougie. Dr. Sachi, what's going on? Oh, you're also a Mifa fan? So am I. Yeah, we're just working on a 4th anniversary piece. Where I am basically just drawing all the different types of characters from the series. Drawing my own style. It's more of a I'll show off all the characters here. More of a representation piece rather than like just drawing straight up the characters themselves with their own design. So I'm basically taking the characters and redesigning myself and everything. So this is kind of like where I'm going with it with this. Been on and off working on this. We have different representation for all different games. We got you know, Ocarina of Time, Twilight Princess, Breath of the Wild, Majora's Mask. What's your favorite Zelda game, Salchi? Majora's Mask. Same here. Wow. We're both fans of Mifa and we both love Majora's Mask. That's amazing. That's why I included Skull Kid. I had to include Skull Kid. Hell yeah, man. Yeah, I actually have, speaking of Majora's Mask. Oh, I didn't turn it on. I do have the Majora's Mask behind me. That sits behind me. It lights up and stuff. You can turn it on and off, or you can have it set to like where it like will. It's motion censored, so have it to where it like kind of fades in, fades out. Yeah, I wish I had that as well. Question for you: what Zelda game would you say as your favorite art style? Either be in-game or something like promotional material, instructional manual. Ooh, that's a really good question. A really good question. Let's switch back to here real quick. My favorite art style. Why is this not working? Second. Oh, you know what? There we go. Oh, man, that's freaking out of me. Okay, cool. Favorite art style for a Zelda game. That's tough. Oh, I guess that's not working today. That's really tough. You know, I would say honestly, it's between Twilight Princess and Tears of the Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. Between one of those. Yeah, I wish it. Oh. That was the message. The valid choices. I would say between me, it's close between Majora's Mask promotional art and Wind Waker's cartoony art style. Yeah, the promotional art for Majora's Mask is peak. So good. I would say it's up there as well, I'll be honest. Can't think of any other promotional art that I can think of. Yeah, so I have the promo art. I actually have both. So like this one. Oh, okay. Like this one's the original. forgot that I also put up Twilight Princess manga arts house up there. Here's some best I've seen. If you haven't already, I highly check. I have checked out Twilight Princess, and I've checked out the Skyward Sword as well. Skyward Sword manga is ridiculous. It's really good. Yeah, this is the original promo art, and then this is the one for 3D. Both are amazing. I love it. Oh, and since you're a Mifa fan, I got a Mifa thing for to show you too. One second. So the same company that made that Majora's Mask also made Mifa. This one's actually part of the collector's edition, so I try to keep it in the best condition as I can. Try to be really careful with it. The difference between this one, I think actually no, I think it's with the light up. This one lights up as well, but I think the batteries are dead. I haven't charged it all the time. Oh, never mind. Here it goes. It's on. It just lights up. It doesn't light up in the same way that like the Majora's Mask does, but.
Who ordered all this fucking anime titty?
Alright. Thanks so much for the redeem there. I need it so bad. Mifa's generally my most favorite champion. Same here, man. Same here. Then again, I have a bias for liking Zora race generally. I feel it, man. I definitely feel it. Aurora, I'm doing good. How are you? Go follow Aurora over on Twitch. Get you a shout him out.
You're breathtaking.
Yeah, that Mifa statue isn't that expensive. It might be a little more expensive now, but it's first 4 figures is who makes that. So. Nah. There we go. Now it's working. Thanks for asking. Just enjoying the day. Nothing exciting. Yeah, nothing exciting for me too. I had to do some errands. Happened there. Thanks. Unfortunately, today's my Sunday, so I'm like I'm adulting today and getting things done before I go back to work tomorrow. This is where we're at so far with this. Turn off this is what we got so far done for the line work, and I still have to do the Triforce, Impa, Skull Kid, Dark Link, Ganon, and Cullen. And then once we got all the line work done, then we can start doing all the coloring. Then once all the coloring is done, we can start doing the rendering. All the dance emotes. How long have you been doing art-related things for, since it seems you're into it? Also, what type of things do you like to draw in general? If I have any Zelda, I'm genuinely curious. I've been doing art for years. I went to school for game design, started in 2010, and then graduated in 2013. Yeah, like I did 2013. Actually, technically, that's when I finished my classes, but then my graduation was like at the beginning of the 2014. But I've been doing art since then. I've technically, actually, I guess if you want to really consider like the leading up to college, technically I've been doing art all my life. Yeah, other than this, I do all kinds of different fan art. If you wanted to, I can let me get you a portfolio. I can send you my DeviantArt actually. But yeah, I do all kinds of different fan arts. I do my own OC art. I have my own game. I have my own series and everything. You can see some of my work down there in the recent works. Everyone's checking my DeviantArt.
Drink water, you dehydrated bitch!
Thank you. Also, if you join the Discord, I'm always looking for suggestions for art to do too. For something you want to see, something I can do. I'll go ahead and go on docket. And I also do 2 commissions. God, I got you. Thank you. It's awesome to see someone else using the Tana emote. Never really seen anyone else use it. I'm glad you're enjoying it. Oh yeah, I still gotta do... What do you think of my own design for Zelda? I basically kind of just came up with it as I went. Came without a spot. So I'm going to do the chains. Where are my chains? Question: who's your favorite character to do R4? That's a great question. I mean, other than my own OCs. Are you talking about like just fan art wise? That's it. I would have to say like Tana, but yeah, my own seeds. It's like they're like my babies. You know what I mean? They're my children. I created them. Art in general, what makes Ace's heart most happy? That's, yeah, I would say other than my OCs, other than like, you know, Drontana and Saber and all the Masters characters. I kind of want to say Zenless. With Zelda being up there, because I've done a lot of Zelda art, I've done a lot of Zenless art, Zenless Zone Zero. I love the designs of Zelda Zone Zero. Some more than others, but I just love that whole urban fantasy look to the characters. It's just so good. I love it. Alright, I am gonna go ahead and take a break. And when we get back, we'll continue working on this. There'll be some ads, so if you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe. Avoid those ads. There'll be an in-stream ad for both platforms. But for Twitch people, you can subscribe, use your Twitch Prime sub if you got it. But I shall be right back. Hey guys, Ace here. I'm here to talk to you about our sponsor, W. What does W ask? I'll go ahead and tell you. W is a clean energy drink that is made to give you focus with no crash, jitters, or angst like other energy drinks. W contains amino acids, vitamins, a non-tropic, and 150 milligrams of caffeine. Best of all, it's zero sugar, no hidden ingredients, and gluten-free. W sells all different types of flavors, including Tiger's Blood, Japanese Soda, Push and Punch, and S'mores. You can also head over to their website and check out their merch and shakers. Also, while you're there, check out their anime collabs. Their current collabs are for Furin, Chainsaw Man, and Soul Leveling. I personally got the Ingress bottle because Ingress is awesome. So what are you waiting for? Use my 10% off code and get your tubs today. Thanks again to W for sponsoring. Let's get back to the video. Or the stream, wherever this is playing. Alright, I am back. Gonna continue working. Got a little bit left more to do on Mifa. I think of what kind of design I can put on her little sash. Maybe some elegant sashes. Flashes. Sash. Away. Okay. That's good. Alright, I'm gonna work on Impa now. I type out line work, but I accidentally typed link work instead. Link work. Supposed to get to do this one. I think there needs to be like more like detail. That's what I'm feeling. I can't think of anything else to really add to her. Alright, we have time. We'll work on Dark Link. Be quick.
This is a reminder to save your work now for fuck's sake.
Sit
Thank
straight,
you.
bitch.
Stretch.
Oh, all the redeems from Aldo. Thank you so much, Aldo. Stretch. Posture check.
Drink
thank
water,
you.
you dehydrated bitch.
And the water. Thank you.
You serious?
I was having such a hard time drawing this character from like the back. I can tell just by going over what I had sketched out that the proportions are wrong. There we go. Try break up the hair a bit. face is a little too out. Hey Aldo, did you watch Devil May Cry anime? Or are you into Devil May Cry? Did you watch the season 1 of Devil May Cry on Netflix? Okay, yeah, season 2 just dropped. I already finished it. I finished it yesterday. But it got done like, only took me like 4 hours. It was only like 8 episodes. It's really good. It doesn't follow the story of the games. It's like its own thing. It's made by the same studio that made the Castlevania Netflix show. So they're kind of doing the same thing where they're trying to stay somewhat true while also telling their own story. You know, this is scene tribute to the Cord. Yes, yeah, there is. It's really awesome. There's some really cool music selection in there too. Did a lot of like old school emo rock kind of music. They did Evanescence is in there. Korn. What else? There's like remixes of Devil Trigger and what was the other one? The Virgil's new song. They don't straight up play that, but they play like this kind of angelical, soft, operatic almost kind of versions of those songs to fit with the mood of the scene that's playing along with. So one of Dante's like reloading Ebony. Yes, yeah, because he finally gets Ebony and Ivory. Yeah, he doesn't have it in the he doesn't have it in season 1, but in season 2 they give it to him. Another one I want to watch is Castlevania. Yes, Castlevania is so good. That one's gonna take you some time to get through because there's 5 seasons altogether. There's 3 seasons of Castlevania, and then there's 2 seasons of Nocturne. And that's where they end it. I don't think we're gonna get any more Nocturne. Because right after they finished Nocturne, they started working on Devil May Cry, I believe. So yeah, so I think if we get any more Castlevania, it'll just be like it'll probably honestly it'll probably be like Symphony of the Night. That's what seems like they're kind of rushing towards, is to do a Symphony of the Night story. Because it's like it starts off with Castlevania 3, then it skips all the way to Castlevania technically 5. Like they skip 1 and 2, skip Simon's story altogether and go right to Trevor, which is right before, you know, and then the Alucard's in all 5 seasons. So my theory is that if they do any more, it's just going to be about Symphony of the Night. Yeah. So we still have Skull Kid, Ganondorf, the Triforce, and Tulin. Finish before we're done with the line work. So probably able to get this done, the line work, in one more session, and then we can start working on color. But I think what I'm gonna do is go ahead and call it here. But on the it is dude. I'm giving myself the end of the year, so I'm not trying to rush to get this done. Yeah. And like, I don't know how detailed I'm gonna get with my rendering. I don't know. I'm just kind of winging it. But yeah, it's like I said, I'm giving myself the end of the year, so I got plenty of time to get this done. And I've already gotten a lot done already, and we've already spent 13 hours on this. Probably be able to get in the next session, probably somewhere between we'll work on Tulin next. And then maybe Skull Kid. We'll start with Skull Kid. I'm gonna finish Dark Link because I think there's a few more things I need to do with him. I don't know, something does not feel sitting right with me about him. We'll see. I'll figure it out. And then we'll work on Tulin, and then Skull Kid, Ganondorf, maybe work on the Triforce and Tulin. Maybe, I'm not sure, because the Triforce is gonna take like about 2 seconds. It's just straight lines. With that being said. I want to thank everyone so much for hanging out. Aldo, thank you so much. Did I give you a shout out earlier? No, just in case I didn't. I don't think I did.
You're breathtaking!
Alright. So, well, there you go. You got another one. Never go follow Aldo. He does the same content as me. Games, art. He's working on I'd say somewhat big Arknights piece as well. Playing Arknights in between working on it, so in between sessions. As for me, always be on the lookout for a Saturday stream if I'm in the mood. But if I don't end up streaming this Saturday, if I do stream this Saturday, I'll probably just play a game or something. But yeah, next week we will start a new piece. Still trying to decide good work. But having a Good rest. Oh, thank you, thank you. I'm trying to decide if I want to do like a fan art piece, or if I want to do an OC piece. Actually, no, that's what I was thinking. If I do stream this Saturday, I think I'll work on some work on my game. If I do stream this Saturday. But then next week we'll do like a fan art or OC piece, one of the two. Yeah. Again, thank you all so much. We'll see who we're gonna raid over to. Who we going? Where are we looking to transport to? Oh, zombie on? Are we gonna do a zombie Phoenix raid? Is that what we're gonna do? Oh, I go by Graven's on too. Are we able to do a raid for him? It's the voice actor for Riku is on playing Kingdom Hearts. Oh, he's doing the. Oh no. Oh no. He's doing the. Oh no, my thing's freaking out. Hold on. He's doing the lingering will fight. Oh no. My computer is not. There we go. Alright. See if I can let me do a raid. I don't know. Aha! Here we go. Cool. So everyone stay tuned for the I go by Raven raid. He's over there playing Kingdom Hearts. Like I said, I'll be back either Saturday, if not next week, and with more art. And other than that, thank everyone so much for hanging out. Aldo, Aura, let's see who else. There's someone from over on YouTube. Who was that? Oh yeah, Dr. Slouchy. Thank you so much. And yeah, if you're just looking, thank you so much for the lurk. And if you're on Twitch, stay tuned for the raid. And I'll see everyone later.